Hello guys, this is Tabisani from Event Academy. Today we shall be looking at named constants and then some assignment compatibility and then maybe typecasting. So without wasting much of our time, a constant is just a value that does not change. Like it means constant numbers 2, 3, they don't change. Now when you come to a program in Java and we speak of named constants, it's just variables that have values that do not change. You cannot change that. Okay, so if you want to declare a variable constant, mean to say it does not change its value, you're gonna modify it with a final keyword. So if you declare a variable final, then it means that the value is finalized, it cannot be changed. Okay, so in this example I just included this example so that for you guys also to learn. When you declare a variable or class to be public, it means it can be accessed from anyway. When you declare it static, it means it belongs to a class. We shall learn much or more about static variables later. The final, I have explained this to you guys. Okay, so I just gave an example here of pi, the maths constant pi that we all know that is 22/7 or just a 3.141 and a string of other numbers that continue going. Okay, let's continue to the next slide. There is assignment compatibilities. Remember I showed you guys this table of our primitive types. You cannot store a value that was a variable that was initially declared as double in an int. Why? Because integers are shorter, or they can store less bytes than doubles. Doubles can store up to 8 bytes. Integers can store only up to 4 bytes. So if you try to store a variable or to assign a variable which was declared as a double to a variable that has been declared as an int, Java will regard it as illegal. Okay, so that is all about that is all there is to assignment compatibilities. So you can assign a value of any type in the following list to a variable of any type that appears further down in the list. We need to say you can have double x is equal to a variable short, but you cannot say short x is equal to a variable which was declared as double. Okay, let me just give you guys an example. Let us say we have quickly here, let me just pull this up. Let us say that we have double x. Don't worry about that big double x is equal to 3.4. Then the assignment int y is equal to x. This one is illegal. Okay, but the assignment, let us say that we have I'm going to give you an example that works. Let us now say that we have int x is equal to 9, double y is equal to x. This is double y is equal to x. This is legal. Why? Because doubles can store up to 8 bytes, so they can actually store ints, because ints up to what? Integers up to 4 bytes. Okay, but the vice versa won't work. So we shall show this in programming maybe if we have enough time, because I'm seeing the video is getting long quick. Okay, right, let us suppose that you would want to make the illegal assignments legal, you're gonna use what is called typecasting. Typecasting is gonna enforce it to be illegal. So a typecast changes the data type of a value from its normal type to some other type. For example, let us say I've got a double amount is got 50. If I want to store this double in an integer, I'm gonna do a typecast. So if I just say int cost is got amount, that is gonna be illegal. So the solution is to use a typecast. This is how you typecast. Int cost is equal to open bracket int. So this changes this double, because amount is currently double, it changes it to an integer, then only can it assign it to cost. This assignment is legal, where the expression int amount is referred to in the Java lingo as a typecast. So you can also do this. 12.5 is a floating point. By default, it's a float. But if you just wanna store it in an integer, you're gonna say int 12.5. Remember the open and the closing brackets. It's gonna be truncated. You need to say it does not round off. It's just gonna remove this 5, and it's gonna give you an integer value of 12. Hope that clarified the issue. To cover all that we've done today, guys, I'm gonna do a demo for you. So this demo that we're gonna do today, I like doing real world examples. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a radius of a circle as our input. Then we're gonna take that input, process it, then we return to the user the radius of a circle and the circumference of a circle. So we need a formula. The formula for finding the area of a circle, if I did not forget, is pi r squared. Is pi r times r. That is the area of a circle. The circumference is 2 pi r, meaning to say, or just diameter times r. It becomes 2 times radius times radius. So we're going to use these formulas today. So let us quickly jump into our demo. So our objective, we have a radius of a circle, then we calculated the area and the circumference. So let's jump into it. We're done with this line. Let's get to our mob extem. Not to our mob extem, to Sublime Text. So I'm just gonna save this as circle, class circle. Okay, Java. So remember your file name, your class file name is should be the same as the class name. So I'm just gonna declare a class here, public class circle. Where are you coming from? Circle. Now we're gonna declare a named constant. Who wants to guess what is gonna be the named constant? So the named constant, I gave you guys a hint: public static final the double pi is equal to 3.14, like so. Okay, so that is our named constant that we have there. Let me just say named constant. Why have we made it a named constant? Because the value of mathematical pi does not change. Okay, so it should not change. Now our main method, public static void main, this is where we test our code. Okay, so we're gonna hard code today our radius. So let us start with the double radius. We don't want it to be int because we expect our radius to be in commas, so that will be cool. So I'm just gonna say double. This is variable declaration radius Then our radius and our area and our circumference are still all doubles, so I'm allowed to say radius, then area, then circumference. Then let us now hard code the radius value. I'm just gonna start with 10.0 for now. And then I'm gonna say area is equal to, we said area is pi r squared, so I'm allowed to say pi times radius times radius again. That is what squared mean, times radius times radius. Hope you guys are learning. Circumference becomes what? Circumference becomes 2, which is a constant, pi r times pi times radius. Now let us print this to our users. System.out.println. Let's say the area and circumference of a circle with a radius of this what? Area and don't forget to concatenate there. Circumference respectively. Okay, that seems to have worked. And let us go ahead and test our code quickly. It's gonna bring this guy pwd. I'm currently in the Java folder where my code is, so Java circle, circle.java. Where did I save you? Wonderful. Where is this class saved? Let's see, file, save as. Downloads, Open Academy, Java. Circle. Public class circle. Opened and closed. Let's see why we're having that error quickly. Again, it seems I opened this before I formed the class. Let me just open another terminal. CD desktop. Event Java standard Java. Okay, is this guy here. So when you say Java standard Java, is just gonna compile every Java source file that is in that folder. If you guys are learning, I'm just gonna specify the circle only this time because I know that is in the folder. There we go. It's telling us that it's void instead of void. So let us fix that quickly. I'm just gonna remove this. Just go to the folder itself. And take much of our time here. And Sublime. So it's supposed to be void. Control save. Let's do it again. Compile it again. There we go. That worked. So Java circumference run. We managed to compile our code nicely. There we go. The area and the circumference of a circle with a radius of 10 is equal to 314, and respectively. That is awesome. Now, I don't want those floating points. They suck. I just want the integer versions of them. So I'm just gonna use the typecasts that we have learned. Okay, so I'm just gonna say int area is equal to area. So I want us to have an area here. Then I'm gonna say int circumference is equal to circumference. Okay, and also the radius int radius. Teaching you guys some tricks because we don't want our users to get those large commas. It's got radius. So according to our notes, this should be giving us errors because we are trying to assign integers to actually doubles. So how are we gonna make sure that we resolve this issue? Let us just compile and just to see what we get. We have to get an error that we are trying to store a double inside of an integer. So let's do it. Try to compile. There we have got errors. Incompatible type, possibly lost conversion from double to int. Yeah. So let us fix that error by doing what we have learned in the slides. This is the purpose for our practical. So we do some nice typecasting. Typecasting again, and we offer a typecast here. Okay, so now because we want this to be clean, I'm going with the integers, with the ones that are in int form, intArea, then intCircumference, intCircumference. Okay, let's see what we got here. Did we manage to do a proper typecast there? Let us check. There we go. It worked. Let us now see the output. Wonderful. This is cool stuff. Now, I just wanted to modify our program a bit now. Instead of creating a hard-coded radius, why don't we do that on a screen? User enters the radius and then we process it. So like we did yesterday, import java.util.Scanner, because the scanner object is going to help us to read inputs in. Now let us declare the scanner variable. Scanner keyboard is equal to new scanner System.in. Okay, Now, instead of actually getting a hard-coded value of radius here, we're going to read it from the keyboard. So we need to tell the customer, the user of our application first what to do. System.out.println, enter the radius of your circle. For you guys who want to calculate areas of circles, whatever you do in your life, you can use this application. Then you can calculate for you automatically. Then you say radius is equal to keyboard.nextDouble. That is the function that you use to read double values from your keyboard. Today it's not next int because we are not dealing with integers. Okay, let's see what we got now. Right, let's go. Compile. There we go. It worked. Let's run it. Enter the radius of a circle. The radius of my circle is 10. There, the area and circumference of a circle with the radius of 10 is that one and that one. That is great. Okay, lastly, what I would want to do for you guys is I want to show you that you cannot change the value of pi here. Let us say, suppose here, when we change the values of radius, we also want to change the value of pi, but not to make it an int really. We just want to make it 22/7. So I can say pi is equal to 22/7. This should not work. Why? Because we declared pi to be final, constant. Okay, so we should get an error saying that we cannot change the value of a constant. So let us try to compile it. Can you see? Yes, as we expected, cannot assign a value to a final variable. So changing the value of a constant won't work inside of code. Why? Because we have declared it final. No one can change it. Okay, that is all I wanted to you guys to see. We have learned about constants, and we also learned about typecasting, which showed that it worked in the demo. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something today. Please don't forget to share with your colleagues, because we need you guys to learn and get some experience for yourselves for free. All the best. That is all I wanted to show you guys for today. Bye.